This is Robert McLeod Jr. And listen, I want to respond to something that was said. On my post about a national sales tax or a flat tax, I have been saying these things for over a year, and no one paid any attention to them. Now Mr. Ted Cruz comes out and talks about this flat tax rate and that people under $38,000 wouldn't have to pay any taxes. I said people under $50,000, and I've been saying this for a long time. And now we get the screaming heart liberals coming out saying, oh, but you can't put 10,000 IRS workers out of a job. Well, let's put it this way. You want to end big government. The two biggest organizations that need to be ended is the IRS. Just look at Lois Lerner and the 501c scandal. And she's still living off your dole, and we can't prosecute her. We can't get her to testify because she pleads the fifth. Maybe she needs to just chunk somebody bigger than her under a bus, like maybe a representative. There's one that comes to mind, but I'm not going to mention any names here. The point of the matter is the IRS and the EPA, with all their regulations, make up over half of your income taxes. You're paying at a rate of about 42% now. 42%. The reason that there is a minimum wage of $7.25 an hour is because you would make the same amount at $4 an hour, but the other $3.25 an hour that they've added on is so that they can get their taxes. And if you don't believe me, sit down and do the math on it. If you eliminate your income tax, you will make the same amount at $4 an hour. Why do you be required to pay someone $7.25 an hour? So the government can get their money. You know, people want to end big government, but when you start talking about eliminating somebody like the IRS or the EPA, then the liberals come out of the woodwork screaming, you can't put 10,000 people out of work. Those 10,000 people that you're putting out of work that are robbing you of your money, we're going to put over 50,000 more to work for small businesses that's going to be paying money into the economy. They're going to be having more money to spend. They're not going to be depending upon the government. And that flat tax, those corporations that are getting away with the loopholes and the creative accountants, and GE is one of the biggest ones that I know right off the top of my head, made billions of dollars and paid no taxes. What if they had a 10% flat tax or a 15% flat tax on them? Those billions of dollars that they made, that money would be going into the revenue. Yes, 99.9% of all American taxes are paid by small businesses, but they need some help from the major corporations who are skating around taxes. It's one of these deals where you can't have your cake and eat it too. It's time to decide if you want to end big government or if you want to keep paying big government. Because if you want to keep paying big government, the next thing that you're going to be saying on your computer and your phone is, yes, master, I'll be a good worker. Y'all think about it. That's a redneck response, and you can take it to the bank.